Weather jumped up into the middle 80s at one point this afternoon, not far off of where we were yesterday. For the most part, we're starting to cool off a little now. You can see middle 70s to upper 70s across a lot of the state line. Still some spots in the low 80s, and if you're kind of wondering why we're seeing such a big difference in temperature in some spots, it's all due to the urban heat island effect. So as you move into cities, there's a lot more concrete, a lot more metal. That absorbs a lot more in the way of heat out of the sun as compared to outlying areas. So as a result, these reflect or give off a lot more heat as things start to cool off. So that's why we saw a bit of a temperature discrepancy across the state line to get out to outlying areas. A little less in the way of that concrete, so the result is cooler conditions. I mean, you definitely see that more at night, but we definitely noticed it this afternoon. 81 right now, but it feels like 80. It's not often that the heat index is lower than the air temperature, and that just kind of emphasizes how dry the air is. The feels like conditions are cooler than the actual temperature on the thermometer. It's all due to the dew points being well down into that comfortable range. You can see 40s to 50s. This is very dry air for early June. It's not often we see dew point temperatures that low. That puts us well into that comfortable range. It actually helps it cool off a little. As you look at satellite and radar, high pressure overhead, that's going to keep everything clear and dry tonight. You can see all of the showers and storms off to our west, and those will not bother us outside of a few clouds coming through from time to time. So we can thank that high pressure for keeping everything quiet. So we'll see mainly sunny to clear conditions throughout the rest of this evening. Temperatures cooling off fairly quickly down into the 60s by the time we get to about 10 o'clock tonight. Later tonight, down to 55 for an overnight low. So clear, comfortable, a little breezy out of the east. Low humidity, maybe a good night to open up as a result of the comfortable conditions. And we're going to hold on to this for tomorrow as well. Kind of a copy and paste situation here. We'll have the low 80s again. We'll have the low humidity and lots of sunshine. May have a cloud or two, so we'll call it a mostly sunny day, up to 83 for a high. It'll be slightly cooler than where we were as of today. Wind switching to out of the southeast up to about 15 miles per hour. Looking towards next week, we have to keep an eye on Tropical Storm Cristobal. That's still in the Gulf of Mexico. Will make landfall sometime between tonight and tomorrow around Louisiana and into Mississippi. Looking at tropical storm warnings there. This weather system will fall apart quickly as it makes its way northward, but after dropping 4+ inches of rainfall across the Gulf states, it'll head up into Wisconsin with potential for bringing almost 3 inches or more for rain. Our forecast improving, only about a ½ inch of rainfall expected, but still looking at some soaking showers going into Tuesday. That's after a hot Monday, 91 in the extended forecast. Then we cool off a lot. We'll be in the middle to low 70s going into the late half of next week. Lots of sunshine in that extended forecast, but right before that, bit of a roller coaster ahead. A lot of heat and then lots of showers towards the early part of next week, Kristen.
Soak in the weekend while we can, Alex.